everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Tyra Talks Too Much, and you guys, we have yet another Karen on our hands. And it's crazy because I was gonna say in 2021, but this is not even the most recent thing I've seen or heard about, you know, Karens or these entitled, privileged Caucasian individuals harassing Black people just for existing. Like even in the last week, I feel like I just heard another story about a man harassing a man literally on his porch. Like the man walked up to his porch, and I think he got arrested, but the point is, this is like a daily, weekly occurrence at this point. Not even at this point, it's just that like now we're getting it on video more and more, which I appreciate. In these situations, especially in the one I'm about to talk about, the Victoria's Secret one, which I'm sure you guys have already seen, like it is so important to capture these moments on camera just for your own safety. Because now, look, so let's just get into the video, okay? So there was a young Black woman. She was shopping. She was going to Victoria's Secret. She went to get a free panty. She had a coupon. She was gonna spend some coins, and that was her plan. Her plan was just to shop and be a normal, regular consumer, right? I will leave the young lady's name right here because I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher it because I do know that names and pronunciation is very important, and I don't want to mess it up. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys know how to pronounce her name. While you are down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure you like the video and share it, and you know, do all that good stuff. So as I was saying, the Black woman was shopping. She was, I don't know if she was in line, she was doing whatever, she was minding her business. The white woman comes up. The white woman's name is Abigail. She comes up and tries to, I guess, put something back on the rack or the shelf or whatever. And you know, she doesn't say excuse me or anything. She just stands in front of the lady, and then she stays there and like is like shopping. The way I'm envisioning it is like, this is the lady standing here minding her business, and the white lady comes up and like stands in front of her. This has happened to me before, and it's just like, you know, acting like she doesn't see the lady, acting like she's invisible, acting like the word excuse me does not exist. I don't know about you, but I can say in my Black experience, this happens like, this is like a regular occurrence at a store, at a grocery store, at a retail store. I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like I'm there, people want to provoke a certain reaction out of you. So other times I'll just say, you know, excuse me, or move out the way, or like, I always try to keep it cute. And at that point she started to record, and you see the white lady like charging at her, and as soon as she notices the camera, you see in her eyes the realization. She instantly switches over to become hysterical, starts crying and screaming, don't record me, and really just putting on this show. Now all of a sudden she's having a mental breakdown, and she's telling the sales associates, who can see everything as it unfolds, by the way, and she's telling them that the lady is threatening her. And this is where I start to get like angry, because the lady in the video, she even says, this is how you get us killed, this is how you guys get us killed. And it's true, because people will put themselves in situations, they'll provoke people, they will, you know, they'll make a scene, they'll create a situation, and then they'll play victim, and then, you know, someone has to be the big bad guy, and it's always the Black person, and usually it ends up in handcuffs and death, just, you know, just in nonsense. So she's like crying, she's freaking out. Later on we find out, and I think the police report, she was like that she was afraid that she was gonna lose her job in her apartment, which she absolutely deserves to lose. You know, and I remember when this happened with the, I think it was a Central Park Karen, with the dog park, and the man was bird watching, and she starts lying and screaming, saying that he's attacking her, and you know, he could have been arrested as well. And it just makes me think about that, like people, and he I think he testified, or he didn't want to testify against her, so he was like defending her in some way, not defending her, but just pretty much saying that he doesn't think she deserved to lose her job just for, you know, a lapse in judgment. But I feel like it's so much bigger than that, because it's a conscious decision. You know what you're doing, you created the situation, right? And then you see that you're about to be held accountable for it. Accountability. I feel like every time I make one of these videos, we're talking about accountability. Accountability is so freaking important. If we don't hold ourselves accountable, we'll never grow and be better. If we don't hold other people accountable, society will never grow and be better. If we don't hold these people accountable for these very conscious decisions they are deciding to make, how are things ever gonna get better? How are things ever gonna change? How? If Karens can just walk around being Karens, how is anything gonna change? And I know what you guys are thinking, oh, well, you know, they passed that new Karen Act or whatever, so you're not allowed to call the police for no reason. All right, so what did security do to help this woman, this Black woman? It honestly kind of annoyed me. I don't remember exactly what happened. I only watched it one time in its entirety, the video. So when the security got there, I just remember, you know, everyone was mad, calm, and chill. Everyone took their time. This went on for like at least 10-15 minutes. This lady just hysterically screaming and chasing this black woman around the store saying, "Don't record me," and she's attacking me, and I felt threatened. Like, this lasted way longer than it had to. And when security finally showed up, like, it just seemed like they weren't taking it seriously. I feel like in a lot of cases where security show up, they don't care, they don't want to be there. They're not used to actually having to work, so when they have to, they're like annoyed for some reason. In this instance, it seemed as if they were annoyed with the black woman, and I noticed, like, as everything was unfolding, like, customers in the store, they were going up to the white woman and checking on her, making sure she was okay. I remember even one white lady had, like, in the very beginning, got up to the counter to pay for her things, and she told the black woman, like, "Why don't you just leave?" And it's just like, her response was exactly what I was thinking. Like, why do I have to leave? Why? I came in here to make a purchase. I came in here to mind my business and leave with my items, and that I came here to spend money. That's it. That was my day. My day was, I just wanted to get what I wanted to get, and I wanted to go home and mind my business. Why doesn't this lady leave? This lady just made a whole big thing out of nothing. Why doesn't she leave? Why doesn't she leave? Why is no one asking her to leave? Why is no one asking her to calm down? Why is no one asking her to walk away? Why? And that's where the white fragility comes into play. Why do we always have to treat white people with kid gloves in these situations? Why do we have to act like they don't know what they're doing? Why do we have to act like they need all this education? Like, why do 5-year-old black boys and girls have to be aware of things like this and how to handle situations like this? Because these grown adult people act like they, like, I don't know. I know I'm not making sense. I'm getting a little emotional, I'm getting a little upset, I'm getting a little annoyed, but it's just crazy to me that in 2021 we can really act like ignorance is an excuse, or like, oh, they just don't know any better, or she's just scared, or she's having a mental breakdown. That's not a mental breakdown. Like, I work with children, I know what a tantrum looks like. That was a temper tantrum. It was the flailing of the arms, the random aggression, the tears. That was a textbook tantrum. Like, that was a temper tantrum. And it's honestly disgusting the way that mental health gets thrown into these situations, and like, people can shoot up schools and libraries and churches and all these things, and it can be their mental health, when it's like they're making conscious choices, they're making conscious decisions, they're planning out these things. And I'm not saying Karen went into the mall that day and was like, I'm just gonna ruin a black woman's day. No, I'm not saying that. But when the opportunity presented itself, she took it and she ran with it, and she knew what she was doing. And then she started thinking after the fact, while she's already in the middle of her freaking irate chasing and swinging, and like, imagine if that woman would have hit her. Imagine if that lady, and she would have been well within her right to defend herself, but imagine she had hit her, punched her, knocked her out. The whole thing would have been flipped. Oh my gosh, this black woman is crazy, she's so angry, why would she attack her, da, 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 da. And it's just like, we don't get any slack, we don't get any benefit of the doubt, we don't get any, no one's checking on us, no one's making sure that we're okay, because we're just supposed to be okay. We're just supposed to be used to this, we're supposed to deal with it, we're supposed to accept it, because white people don't know any better, because white people can't help it, because white people are fragile, because white people don't understand white privilege, because white people just don't know any better. So we just have to bear the burdens of everything all the time. And I'm just over it. I'm over these videos. I'm over us having to turn it into a joke and call them Karens and laugh about it, because it's the only way that we can even get any sort of justice is to put it online. Because like I said, which I know I keep going all over the place, when the police officer got there, one of them had like kind of cops the attitude. And of course, like the woman recording said, they went to Abigail first to get her side of the story, because she's the one that actually called the police. Crazy, I know. And you know, the officer was like to the black lady, like, why don't you just leave, or something like that. And it's just like, why do you guys keep wanting the black lady to leave? If the roles were reversed and that black lady was up in that Victoria's Secret acting a fool, do you guys think that the situation would have been handled like that? You don't think that she would have left the mall in handcuffs and probably an arrest warrant, or not a warrant, but like a new record? Like, it's just crazy to me that we really sit and pretend that these things are not real, that they're not existing, that this is like, I know it's not a huge situation, but it actually is a huge situation, because it's a situation, it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not making sense. it's just so much bigger than we are pretending it is, and it's never gonna change when we keep seeing these same sorts of reactions, when we keep seeing the bystanders take the side of the Karen, when we keep expecting Black people to be the bigger person and walk away. That's not gonna change or resolve anything. It's not gonna fix anything. It's not gonna help better society. It's not gonna bring us together. It's not gonna do anything but make us angry, because right now I'm feeling super duper angry. I'm feeling personally disrespected. I'm feeling personally misunderstood. I'm feeling personally attacked, because this is something that we have to keep seeing. We have to keep enduring. We have to keep witnessing the same thing over and over again, and it's the same thing over and over again. I don't know, man. This video is not as productive as I thought it was gonna be. It's really just me being angry about the video that I saw because it made me angry. I don't know what we can do, but we need to start taking this more seriously. I don't think the white people should just be allowed to act a fool and endanger the lives of a Black person. Like, we're lucky. That lady's lucky that those police didn't come, because if it would have been a Black man, maybe they would have came with their guns drawn. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how it would have played out, and we're lucky that it played out the way that it did and that she wasn't hurt. But like, she wasn't heard either, you know? She didn't receive any justice, that lady. That white woman got to walk around the mall and do whatever she wanted afterwards. That white woman got to act a fool in that Victoria's Secret for about 15 to 20 minutes. The lady went down to the police station and she went to file a complaint against the officer, and even in that process, they're giving her a hard time. Why do you want to file a complaint? Why do you feel like he was giving you a hard time? It's like an experience. You know when you're being discriminated against because of the color of your skin. Like, you're aware of it while it's happening. It's super uncomfortable. You can't always verbalize it in the moment, but you know, you always know. I don't know. I feel like I just talked myself into a bad mood. Again, I don't know if this was productive. I'm not out here trying to offend white people. I'm not out here trying to talk down on all white people. I'm aware of the fact that it's not all white people, but if those all not white people are, if that lady that told the Black woman to just leave is categorized and that it's not all white people, then it kind of still is all white people, you know what I'm saying? And I know we have allies, and I've seen white people in the comment sections defending the Black lady and reprimanding the actions of the white woman. I see it and I understand that it's not everybody, but it's enough that nothing is being done. It's enough that there's no changes happening. It's enough that we're getting these videos every other day, every other week. It's enough, and it's like, I'm over it. And just keep recording all your interactions with Karens or potential Karens, Kens, Kevins, whatever you want to call them. These people that just make existing so difficult and such a challenge, and such, like, you have to fear for your life, and just, you can't even go into a store without worrying about police involvement or security or somebody lying on you and getting you in trouble just because they can. Just keep recording. That's all I can say. That's, I guess, the moral of the story is, if you find yourself in a situation such as that, immediately record. Before you even say a word, I would just take out your phone and start recording, because it's the only way to protect yourself. It's the only way to ensure that you get the justice that you deserve. It's the only way that we can show people that, like, literally, like, you do just get harassed for being Black. The only way that we can hold these people accountable. So now Abigail's name and face is out there. I'm sure her job is mortified, as they should be. I hope that they do not believe her false claims of a panic attack, which is disgusting that she would even use something like that to get out of, or to excuse her despicable behavior, because that's a grown woman and she needs to take responsibility for the way that she decided to behave that day. But I'm done here. I'm done. Again, I'm not mad at you, every white person. I'm not mad at you. I'm not even mad. I'm just over it, honestly. I'm just tired of the same things happening over and over again, the same stories, the same conversations. Like, enough is enough. We don't need any more conversations. Now, if we had the anti-hate bill that the Asian community got, maybe these things would happen less and less. I think we need more legislative action, and then maybe we'll really start to see some change. But I'm done. I'm done talking. I hope that this was a productive video and not just a rant, because I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty annoyed. I know I'm like smiling, but it's just because it's so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. Like, it's just so ridiculous that we have to keep having the same conversation over and over again. I don't know. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts on the Karen epidemic. That is the real epidemic that we need to be worrying about, is the Karens. Like, they're just everywhere. It's the Karens, it's the Kens, it's the minis, it's the grown-ups. They're in office, they're in positions of power, they're in the police force, they're everywhere, and we just need to be very vigilant and record, protect yourself. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you are notified every time I upload. I'm not even gonna lie and say, oh, it's gonna be more consistent, because I just don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be consistent. You know, I don't know. I would like to think so. I would hope so. You know, I want it to be the case, but I feel like every time I say that, I just set myself up, and I'm not gonna put any unrealistic expectations on myself. I'm not gonna give you guys any unrealistic expectations of me. We're just gonna keep going with the flow. And as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful night, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.